back again. Still haven't worked the settings out, so if you're new, welcome. We're going to be covering the general psychic energy for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Those of you who are new, welcome. Those of you who are returning, thank you. Now, again, as I said in the previous video, I'm creating a new series, and it's going to be On the Couch with Yildiz about the twin flame journey. So those of you who are currently on a twin flame journey and trying to work out how to work through the matrix of the journey, come to me and I will explain what I've learned through it so that you guys create the energy to your twin flame journey. If you're wanting the light fluffy stuff, you can get that on YouTube, but it's not going to help you get into union. It will help you through reunion. It might give you a time frame of something transpiring, but it's not give you the tools to actually make it through to the journey. Hello, Michelle. So join me, take away what you can, and that is going to help you get through to the other side into union with your twin. Please click the link, guys, because that does share the videos through YouTube and get me where videos can actually be seen by other people. Also, I'm very grateful. I really do appreciate it. We're back. Yes, we're back. Now, we're going to tune into the air sign energy. Now, the air signs have been really transforming. They have been going through a mass transformation, and a lot of people who are directly dealing with the air elements don't know how to take them at the moment. Hello, Sally. How are you? Now, the air elements have got to a point where they've been doing a lot of processing. Now, their original energy of how they is no longer who they are. And for some people, it might be quite complicated to actually understand them. They're really wanting to, some of it isn't even what they wanted. It's just sort of come about in and through their transformation, so to speak. So some of the old frequencies still there to a degree. So if you were extremely outgoing, you can be a little bit more introverted at the moment and approaching situations from a different perspective, different mindset. But nevertheless, it's like the phoenix rising, and people should be very cautious about the way in which they handle you, deal with you, or talk to you, because there's a transformation that you have spiritually undergone that it's not completely visible on the outside. But what people do need to understand is you are, at times, you're not feeling as grounded, but you are seeing the big picture of situations. You've done a lot of internal work, and it's like a snake shedding its skin. It can be that you've had a lot on your plate at the moment, this pocket of energies that I'm tuning into, that it's like you're a clown in a circus and you're going, I don't want to drop the ball. I can't drop the ball. And I feel you guys are very critical of yourselves at the moment. And next month is going to be a little bit kinder to you, where you're going to have a lot more energy. You're very intuitive at the moment, where you're picking up on energies and frequencies. And you're like, I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. Now, a few songs have come through to me in the last 24 hours. And it's Think About That by Jessie J. And that might be an attitude you're taking on. Is that something that's transpired? You're thinking, well, hey, you wonder why I'm acting this way. Think about that. And it's almost like you're giving people food for thought. It's like you don't want to speak unnecessarily. You're not coming from an attack point of view. You grasp the 5D. You grasp the 3D. Sometimes you prefer to be in the 5D. It seems nicer, but you have 3D work you're doing currently, very heavily so. So it can be your work. It can be, that's okay. We only just started, Jennifer. So, for the collective energies of air, you're working very strategically. You're doing something. You're reinventing yourself. You're wanting something to be perfect, but it's not an expectation it has to be perfect. You've changed, so don't be surprised. And many of you have an expectation about your appearance, okay? You have an expectation, and you've had other energies. Hi, Laurie. You've had other energies you've been dealing with, so you haven't been as able to keep your energy frequency and your body and your life in check. So, you know, a bit like the Venus. You're wanting things to be beautified and grand, and you're sensing a change vibrationally. And I mean, where you guys are in the world, some of you, you'll be going into winter. Where I am, we're moving into summer, and I'm feeling it's the cross of the seasons where people are changing. It's like a vibrational change on top of a collective change. Now, you're sensing something's coming, but you also feel you're almost aligned correctly. You're not quite there yet, you're so close. And I've been seeing tunnels where there is a light at the end of the tunnel. It's like it's so close, it's on the horizon. I'm being shown. And I mean, Giggle experienced this because I showed her last night. It's like, look at that. It's like a tunnel, and it's almost Egypt-like, which is like past life energies. You're tying that energy up, and it's something that is moving forward where it's on the horizon and it's changing. But a lot of what you're thinking about is very past tense. But you're hoping, you sense that you're getting everything aligned correctly. Many of you are dealing with businesses, work, your finances, your stability emotionally and spiritually. Can also be to a point where you'll have it. It's time. It's like you can feel it, and you're trying to move things into a correct positioning so that you can have and that's what it feels like. But you know, I feel many of you have been feeling high and low, but then moving through to it, you know that you're going to require a lot more energy next month. You're going to receive it in an energetic download, but you're going to have to pace yourself, because think about it. If you've had bricks on your shoulders and you've got to a place where you're ready to move forward, suddenly what you're going to find is you're going to feel very fatigued, because you're going to have all this energy coming through and you're going to want to apply it to get back on track. But if you don't pace yourself through it, any downloads you're getting still, it's going to impact you energetically. Okay? Which sign do we want to tune into first? Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius? Now, remember the 10th of September. Anything you want to throw out, throw out. Manifestation on that date of the full moon is a very good time to manifest. Please click the like button, guys, and then the video will get shared. Libra. Okay. Oh, God, Libra. Libra. Okay, you guys have been... When you're focused, okay, when you're focused, you're on fire. You feel you want to get your sass back, but many Librans are feeling like, I've got to get myself in check. I mean, look at the state of me. I mean, I'm a Libra, and I've been applying my energy to work. And tune-in wise, I'm seeing you guys getting a bit frustrated at that, because you've gone past the point of being perfect, but you also would like to keep certain things in check. And you're like, you've been slipping. And you're ready to get your sass back. I think because as the frequency changes, it's like people aren't going to see this coming. It's like once your sass is back, your sass is back. And it's like, I'm getting my ships in order. And I feel you guys are having an awareness now through the purging, through the process, and you're going, I'm going to get my kit back on, okay? I'm going to get my fire back on. I'm going to get my sass back on. And it's you changing your frequency, but you're also being practical. So next month for that is going to be really great. She's a Libran as well. And so is Kim. Who else? One of my other girlfriends is, and we all have Aquarian children. It's like, how is that possible? How is that possible? It's like we've got mini feminine twins everywhere over the world. And we both have the same sense of humor, but I don't think YouTube can handle it. Okay, so I'm seeing you guys like a snake shedding your skin. You've emotionally and spiritually purged. Yes, we're bringing sexy back, and it's we're looking at ourselves going, we need to get our eyebrows done. It might be cosmetics or, you know, whatever you want to call it, Botox, whatever brings your sexy back. It's like you're getting ready to do it. And not that I'm promoting that, but it's like you want to get your feminine back on. It can be masculine as well. It's you just want to get your vibration back to where you felt really sexified. and get your happy back on. It's not just the appearance, the internal work you've done a lot of work on. You've also got your eye on the ball when it comes to finances, and you've got some really fantastic ideas. Now, my advice, Libran to Libran, get a book. Your brains are on fire. You are thinking so much. It is insane. To declutter the mind and not get wrinkles like I'm getting at the moment because I'm just thinking I've got so many ideas. It's like transmute it onto paper, transfer it onto paper, okay? Because if you can't get that mind decluttered and try and keep the organization going, pace yourself. If you need a break, you're going to have to drop the ego and say, right, I'm not 100% today. I'm going to get grounded and I'm going to come back and then apply myself. And what's going to happen is if you deal with it in that way, you're going to be able to move forward a lot quicker. So it's like even if you had one day's grace where you had a low frequency day, you would then be having 10 fantastic days. So you get more done in those 10 days than you would just by having one day off. Do you know what I mean? So a bit of self-care, have that self-care for yourself. If you feel you need to purge, purge. If you're processing, I feel you guys moving into September are going to bounce out of that frequency quite a bit. Depending again on where you are in your ascension, you know, with your spiritual transformation, a lot of us are going to be moving out of that frequency now, moving away from the Lionsgate portal. But we are we're basically changing from probably this month, August, but although this is a September reading, all the way through to the next 6 months. So this is a 6-month cycle of what we were releasing, what we're going to continue to release and grow into for the next 6 months. So it is a 6-month cycle. Now, when it comes to your bigger plans, I feel you guys getting a trigger point. You're quite focused, and when you're focused, you're honing in on what you need to. But when you are getting to a point where you're getting triggered, you're finding you're rock bottom, okay? And it can be very brief. It's not a long time, but getting out of that, you're understanding yourself enough that you have to allow yourself to do that in order to heal and in order to get to the point where you know, you'll be able to move forward. So like I said, if you're having it, and it can be fatigue because a lot of us are having a lot of trouble sleeping, and that's quite common near a full moon. So, you know, when you're feeling tired, go and rest. Even if it's a small sleep or grabbing a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you want to do, keep your fluid intake up as well. Because a lot of people through their ascension symptoms have had like that salt aspect taste in their mouth through dehydration, trying to use like caffeine to try and keep your energy up. I mean, you guys usually are energy bubbles where it's go, go, go. But, you know, if a Libran is tired, something's up, okay? Because Librans are generally not tired people. They're on fire. They always have energy. They'll go out of their way for people. Even that's changed. But it's not from a nasty point of view. It's from a, hey, the give and take isn't here right now. Not sorry. That's another song that keeps coming in, especially for this pocket of energies. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, sorry, not sorry. And that's more from, you know, the give and take. It's like, come on, give and take in life, and that's friendships, lovers, partners, boyfriends, family members, work colleagues. You're seeing the error of how perhaps you're applying your energy, and you're like, that doesn't connect with me any longer, so I can't be that person. And even if you ask me to, I can go back to that. Yeah, so but you're going to be kinder to your self-talk moving into this month. And I see a lot of you getting back on an exercise regime, getting to the point where you're watching your physical appearance, networking, and I'm seeing friendships and interactions. And some of you, I'm seeing you launch websites. Now, this will be connected to your particular business of what you're wanting to achieve. You're trying to get the groundwork done on it, and I'm seeing fine-tuning paperwork, fine-tuning aspects of business, launching something I'm being shown. Some of you, I feel this is almost like it's secret. It's like something that you're going to expose is going to be quite secret, but it's exciting. It's something that you've been working on behind the scenes. Some of you also are looking at your career and saying, yeah, I probably still do want to keep this going, but I actually need to do something else as well. And I mean, that's happening to me as well. But it's like you have another idea in mind. So you're preparing for that. So some of you physically may completely move out of your job altogether and go, this isn't me. Others of you are holding two positions where you're going to be balancing two positions. Also, you're being asked to balance your life and you're learning to do that more, where it's okay, this is family time, this is partner time, this is twin flame purge think time. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're trying to bring that balance there where the give and take is correct and you're getting things done. I think you're being more stern with yourself about, come on, let's not go over old ground here. Let's not self-sabotage. Let's continue this ship floating. Now, when it comes to your general life, you have become extremely selective of your friends. So you know who you can and who you can't mix with, but you're also getting to a stage where you'd be okay to mix with certain people for a limited amount of time, but it wouldn't affect you as much, I'm saying. Okay? And when I'm saying that, it's because, yeah, it's because you're able to, because you can actually sense people's frequencies and energy. So it's like, yeah, I can be in your energy. I know your facade. Okay? You're very visual. You're really trusting your intuition now. You wished you had trusted your intuition before, but now you are trusting your intuition. And it's not that you can really be bothered about going over old ground. It's like a lot of it has been purged, but you want forward movement. You like, be it communication, be it conversation, be it assessment, you're still focusing your energy back on your life. So it's like you do have your life jacket. You're in check, you're in point with life. Now, family-related dynamics, I can see you guys being, for those of you who have children, you're thinking about your child, you're also thinking about your work, and you're trying to balance things. Some things you're giving energy to, but some things where you used to give a lot of energy to, you're more practical. You're like, well, is this in my control or isn't it? Now, the unseen. The unseen is an interesting aspect with Librans at the moment. Because of what you have been through, you really do have an awareness of what's coming. And universe is asking you to pay very close attention to your intuition daily. You're actually intuitive to the point where daily now you're sensing energy shifts. It's almost like a weather forecast. So you're in tune with the frequencies and able to decipher what's coming. And it's almost like you have control over certain things as well. No, you haven't. That's at the end of each zodiac that I do that. I'll be tuning into the Libran twin flame in a moment. We're talking of Libran at the moment. Now, the Librans is, there is a timeline I'm seeing. There is also two paths you're looking at, and you're assessing left, right. And I feel and keep seeing you getting ready to choose left. You have chosen already. You've chosen, it's because of the lack of clarity that it's problematic. But you're open as well to a changing ball in the court, because you're aware that situations and changes need to happen. That for some of you, this might be connected to twin flame, that communication needs to happen, and you're on the kind of fence, or right, left or right. Hey. So with the Libran energies dealing with their twins, I feel processing has come through. So you have processed the energy of the situation. And you do have mind switches, in a sense, processing it in a different angle each time it comes through, maybe in a purge or a download. But you're very much directing your energy into your work life. And when you're doing that, you're applying the energy back into your life. So I feel you guys having trigger points, but then going, no. It's like self-check, checking in. Come back to self. You need to do some work on yourself. You're fine. Let it be. What will be, will be. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, many of you do want No, Giggle's not an Aussie. But I will visit her one day. And all the rest of yous. Yeah, hit the like button, please. Okay, so with your twin flames, Libran, I'm seeing you guys sort of being open to a point where you would be happy for communication. Some of you are still processing what transpired, and it's like you can intuitively sense something's changing, but it can just be you as well, that you're changing, but you are sensing an externally. So this could be maybe somebody watching you, somebody passing by your house. For some of you air sign energies, it can be, and this is in general as well, going through your social media, you, etc. It feels like watching, but you could be doing that too. Vice versa when I pick up energies. I feel somebody's going to tell you something that you're not quite going to believe. That is because unless it comes from the horse's mouth, you take things with a pinch of salt because it doesn't directly impact you. So I'm feeling like you guys are going to get to a point you're going to choose to stay grounded and choose to believe it when it, okay? Next sign, who do we want to tune into? But I wouldn't be surprised if you guys do hear either dream or get a download of some clarity this month, September. But it's going to, I'm seeing it's literally each week is going to be a pocket of a different energy, and that's collectively. So be prepared. Different energy each week. It's like a shift. I'll try and do a quick card reading for each element each week. I'll see how I go. Who's next? Are we going Gemini or Aquarius? That's okay, Sherry. Gemini or Aquarius? Gemini. Gemini. You guys are so quiet at the moment. You're so quiet, your energy. And it's like you guys. You guys are highly vivacious. There's an aspect of you, and this is connected to a person. You know, you're bouncing back from where you were. But Geminis, it can be connected to one person. It could be a work colleague, but it can be love as well. But this person, it's like you don't quite know what to say. You're still assessing something. It can be that they're not talking to you, whoever this person is. But you're getting your frequency back up there. It's strange because on the external, it may be you're displaying a certain energy, but internally your energy is very different. It's not the normal energy it used to be on being shown. It's also to a point where, how do I put it? You don't feel right. You can't put your finger on it. But it's like you've been through the ringer. I do feel somebody spiritually attacked you in some shape or form. And it feels like it's affected your frequency. It made you really question yourself. September will be kinder to you for that, but I do feel you're spiritually healing in an area. And you're trying to understand why people reacted in that way, but it's really not your fault. I do feel the first 2 weeks it'll ease up as it moves into the 2 weeks, but and I almost feel like weeping, like really sad at a person's behavior towards you. It's made you feel very disappointed. Yeah, it feels really disappointed energy. Somebody has really hurt you. It's made it hard for you to feel motivated with your jobs, with your, you know, and you're sort of looking at it going, can I be bothered? And look, yes, it's collective energy, and a lot of us have been feeling that, especially the ones going through ascension symptoms. I feel you feeling very dizzy and lightheaded, you know. Check your blood pressure. I'm not a doctor, but if you have been feeling lightheaded, it may be an ailment. It might be you're not eating correctly. It might be you have acid. I don't know. It's just lightheadedness. you need to get more sleep. Yeah, it can be ascension symptoms, but I'm seeing maybe glasses. It's very lightheaded. I mean, I'm receiving the energy now, and it's almost like I feel like it's, yeah. It can check her blood pressure, or I mean, I would say my suggestion is go to the doctor, okay? And that's because I'm a doctor, and it's not for me to, if I'm psychically picking something up, I would suggest go to a doctor. But it can be ascension symptoms, but it could be something as simple as asthma or sinuses or low blood pressure. It doesn't feel completely ascension symptoms. It feels something separate. It may be that they have a cycle in the month that is a bit too heavy and they're a bit low. And that can be on top of ascension symptoms, but it feels a separate energy. Okay, this is really strange. I usually don't get this. It's probably because I just picked the almond up. Okay, I feel your frequency will pick up to a point where you're going to look at you positively, but because you're very quiet, you're very muted, and you're looking at things, and it's like it's overwhelming, but it's tired overwhelming. It's like you've got to a point you're going, I tried that, it got this, I tried this, it got that, and all equaled the same. What's the point? That's really what I'm feeling is coming through for a pocket of you. But again, it's going to change, okay? Giggle. I'm seeing for the, there may be a birthday coming up. Oh, God. There might be a party or a birthday coming up. Did you see my face? It was like, you know, when time out, can they still see? It's interesting, eh? He's probably got a hot dog and he's got a sauce all on his own. Okay. Love. The energy may be connected to love, but I feel you guys are really just like unmotivated. Yeah, you just, some of you are considering a soulmate connection. Okay? Some of you have got to the point you're seeing something around a soulmate connection. You're like, yeah, do I go left? Do I go right? I feel until you pick your frequency up, my suggestion would be meditate on it first. Give it about 2 weeks because your frequency is going to be different in September. And this video is for September, but this is the way you're entering into the month, and it does feel a bit down. By the time of the 10th, I feel your frequency will shift, where you're going to feel the release and your energy is going to be deferred onto a subject matter. Now, I'm not feeling this is about relationship, although there is relationship energy coming through. I feel there's a reason your energy will pick up. So that's a good sign. Now, when it comes to twin, this can be connected to twin as well. So your frequency could be connected to that. I'm feeling something you don't want to hear. You're like, I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about this. That's what I'm being shown. Some of you don't want to talk at all. You're still meditating. If you're wondering why you have not had communication with twin, check in with thyself, because it could be where your frequency is at that you actually don't want it, that you're not quite ready yet, but it still may come in. Does that make sense? Yeah, much of the energy is like there does feel like a miscommunication or an energy of frequency at the job. Okay. So any questions about Gemini's twins you want me to tune into before I jump on to Aquarius? Any direct kind of roundabout subject matter to cover in Aquarius? Oh, in Gemini for the twin flame. Gemini is very vague at the moment. You guys must be getting headaches or something. No questions? Moving along. Okay, Aquarius. Now, Aquarians are, oh, Okay. Now, you may not be feeling it yet, but you guys are going to have a pep in your step. You're looking at things very differently. Once burned, twice shy, I'm hearing. But there could be, for some of you, a soulmate connection or a love interest coming in. You're at a crossroad. You might be saying to yourself, yeah, why not? I do feel there is a lesson with this energy. Now, how do I put it? It's like they're gentle, okay? They're gentle, they're charismatic, they have something about them, and it feels very safe. It feels very safe, this person, if they are coming towards you and this is their zodiac sign. Like if you're an Aquarius, there is a person coming towards you. Some of you, this may have already transpired and you're in two minds about them because it was supposed to be temporary. Some of you, this energy that's coming in, it is a comfort zone where they will be with you as you go through a period of your life. For some of you, it could be permanent, but at the moment, I'm tuning into September. What I'm seeing is there's a cusp. The ones of you who were already in a connection, it's like if it doesn't serve you, you're ready to walk out of it. It's like, oh, just, no. The others of you may be meeting this person, and it's going to be two things: a temporary thing to spiritually heal you, or a potential where you're leaving something completely behind and moving into it. But those of you who are waiting, and I feel you're like adamant you're having a twin flame connection, I feel you're mixing with your friends a little bit more so, and you're just doing you. But you're very black and white with this situation. Be careful with your expenditure this month as well, because I'm seeing somebody may be spending some money on you, which would be nice. But it can be that you are trying to decorate or recreate yourself and jazz things up, and it can be expenditure coming through. I feel you guys to be quite focused on a particular area, not just the overall, really honing in on one area. Does this make sense? Some of you may be moving or moving the room around. I'm saying I can see something being moved. You're going to find something that you had lost. There's an item in this room. If you're moving furniture around, I'm seeing behind a large item, you're going to locate something that you haven't found, like that you had lost and you were looking for a very long time. I'm feeling it's like in a blue box, but it's it looks like I'm seeing a piano or a large desk, and it's like this thing's being moved. This might be a particular message, and there's an item behind it. That's every day. I will be doing a twin flame video today. Look, there's cycles in the twin flame journey, honestly speaking. How about I click off of here and I'll come on and we'll do a quick chat about twins. Give me 10 and I will come back. What time is it over there? On the couch with Yildiz will do. Give me 10 because I've picked up on the Gemini energy and that's dizzied me a bit. 1 a.m. like 1 a.m. in the morning? Are you sure you want me to do a twin flame video? 12. For a twin flame video in 10 seconds? I did do Gemma. Okay, well, I'll do it anyway. We'll have a quick chat. Give me 10 minutes so I can just have a quick drink and a smoke. And birthdays, happy birthday, okay? Happy birthday, Goofy. You're leaving for work. Don't work too hard. Manifest in a new job in the full moon. Okay, I'll be back in 10, guys. If I can turn it off. I'll manifest one for you.